Welcome to the Disney Lorcana Content Creator Pack Rush Tournament for Whispers in the Well. That's right, 16 of your favorite content creators are going head to head to see who will be the ultimate Pack Rush champion. But they're not the only ones who can get any championship this round. You can win some great prizes yourself as well.
That's right, our sponsors Heavy Play and SydeQuest Games are bringing the heat with a bevy of prizes for you to take home. And all you need to do to be entered is like and comment on this video.
For each round of the tournament, one person will win an RFG Deck Box Max as well as an RNG Dice Box Max, and all you gotta do is give a like on this video and make any comment below, literally anything. Say Pack Rush, cool, you're entered. Say hello, you're entered. Additionally, SydeQuest Games will be providing packs. That's right, you can win packs from Disney Lorcana's latest set, Whispers in the Well, also by just commenting below on this video.
We're kicking off this tournament big with a rematch from the last tournament. It's Lorcanaman versus LorcanaFanatics, the rematch. All right, welcome back to the Disney Lorcana Pack Rush Content Creator Tournament. We are back with round one. This is the first game out of any of our tournaments, and we've got Daniel and Lorcanaman, a rematch from last tournament's finals.
Yeah, what a cool way to kick off the Whispers in the Well Pack Rush tournament, the rematch of the finals. So one of these aren't going to the finals this time. So we'll see who'll move on, who won't. But exciting things here. Daniel kicking things off. Looks like, actually, I think we got some mulligans maybe going on here.
And you probably know Daniel as LorcanaFanatics and, of course, Lorcanaman. I'm one of your hosts, Zbexx.
And I'm the hobbyist novice. And two, while you guys are watching this, kicking things off here is Daniel Inks to get to 3 right away and putting out Flotsam. Just like the video, make a comment below, get yourself entered in to win some great products from Heavy Play, as well as some packs from SydeQuest Games from Whispers in the Well, too.
Yeah, and make sure you're coming back for every video. Go ahead and slam that subscribe button because this is just the first of many rounds and many opportunities for you to win cool stuff. And we see Lorcanaman matching a turn 1 play with Aladdin, a nice 4-4. Love seeing that out early.
Yeah, both going from a 3-drop to kick things off too, which is pretty strong. What do you prefer in Pack Rush? A 3-drop right off the bat or like a 2 and a 1?
Oh, I mean, I think I'm going to go for the stronger toughness, like willpower and strength, you know, whatever is going to give me the higher number on the cards that the stuff that matters, even like lore, if it goes for 2 lore. So it kind of depends on what characters I have in hand or even what items potentially.
True.
What about you? Do you lean one way or another?
I'd like to go 2-1. Yeah, I like to go as widespread as possible in Pack Rush to just get as much out there, because you could very well be versing someone who just has a bunch of uninkables and just can't get characters out there, or they have higher ink characters. So I don't know. I feel like flooding the board as much as possible early on really gets you a good advantage. But that's me.
And now we see Daniel has another play coming in. Nibs, Lost Boy, a 3/3 who can quest for 2. So that's right on curve where I'd want to be. That powerful stuff.
Yeah, Nibs is such a great character for Pack Rush too, because when you defeat it, just returns to your hand any quest for 2. So you can constantly use Nibs in Pack Rush, and he can be a real thorn in anyone's side here.
Yeah, constant replayability, and if you absolutely need to, is inkable, so you could put Nibs in your inkwell.
Lorcanaman inking to get to 4 here as well. The Brahm Bones, very strong character, 5/4.
Yeah, anytime you can make your opponent lose lore, that's pretty unique. That there's not a ton of cards that do it, but anything that gives you a swing in your favor, even if it's hurting your opponent.
With a 3-drop elf here.
We love our Ice Queen.
So establishing the board pretty early. It'll be interesting to see how they had such calculated matches in the final for Fabled, and now going here into Whispers in the Well. I'm sure Daniel would like to take this one and dethrone Lorcanaman after that final.
Yeah, a little vengeance, a little payback.
And countering with Brooklyn here as well. Another good character in play, and that board's getting wide pretty quick on Daniel's side.
Yeah,
Go ahead and quest to get to 4.
One of our first evasive characters to come down. We'll see if Lorcanaman can find another evasive or potentially a character with alert.
Yeah, one thing I'll say about Lorcanaman too, just watching his play between this and even the whole last round we did with Fabled, he does not get rattled. So even though he's down 4-0 here, he will just be calm and quickly pick you off one by one and then just quickly build up his lore. Something I've noticed quite a bit in his play.
Yeah, having that patience is not something that comes easily. It definitely shows a lot of calculated moves, really thinking ahead.
As he matches Flotsam's here. Got that Tinkerbell looking at ink here.
Yep, got a match. Stay
Maybe
on
not.
5 ink. Oh.
Maybe one of those characters you could find useful later on. Pretty strong character. Is inking it? Not inking it? Will he ink it or will he not ink it? He's not inking it. No, it's going to boost. It's going to boost the lad in here.
It's a great choice.
What have you thought of the boost mechanics so far? Have you gotten to play with them at all much?
I have gotten to play with it a little bit. I think that it's going to be one of those mechanics that continues to get better the more that we see it. I think right now it's in its infancy, and I would like a little bit more synergy before I'm putting more of the boost cards in my deck, if that makes sense.
No, totally.
Do you have a favorite
I'm loving
boost
the
card?
mechanic. I do. The Amethyst Ursula is my favorite boost card by far. She's awesome. So good. And Cheshire Cat right behind her. And that's another Amethyst one too. That's starting to become quite a staple in some of those purple steel decks.
Out of all of them, Cheshire Cat is probably my favorite as well.
And the card just looks awesome. Great art on that card.
Yeah.
So Lorcanaman using He Hurled his Thunderbolt to get rid of Flotsam here too. Get rid of that evasive character.
Yeah.
He now has his own evasive character.
Yeah. We see that 4-drop spot replaced with Whispers in the Well, some good removal. And now we get to see Demona over on Daniel's side. That is a huge play. 4-6. That's going to take a couple of characters to challenge to get rid of. And with the challenger bonus.
Yep.
So that
I
lets...
get the sense that Daniel's kind of running for it right now. Up 6-0 with the 2 more quests there.
Vengeance could be near in his future.
I believe he still has nibs in his hand too. So got another 2 quests there waiting to come out.
Yeah, that's a pretty good place to be at. Being able to continue quest for lore and then have Demona as an aggressor next turn.
For sure.
Lorcanaman doesn't like that. Has to even out the board a little bit.
Yeah, Braum Bone's doing some work, getting rid of 1 lore on Daniel's side too.
And we see another challenge as well. Flotsam will take one out as well.
Putting in that Scrooge McDuck. 4-3, quest for 1. And it will also give Aladdin +1 lore too.
Gonna help speed up that race to catch back up and even the lore total.
Yeah, so all of a sudden now, board control on Lorcanaman's side, not down by 3. It is tough, like in Pack Rush, to not feel that pressure when someone goes up like 6-0, 5-0. Like you got to do something quick, but
But now you can see that Lorcanaman has 3 characters to Daniel's 1. We can probably count that Daniel will get a second, maybe a third down with Nibs or whatever else is maybe 5 or 6 ink. So it's looking to be more even than the beginning led us on.
Yeah, I think Lorcanaman's in a pretty good spot right now.
Yeah, he'll be able to make his lore total even soon.
Okay, it's putting out Katrina here, another big body.
Yeah, just a vanilla character, but she's strong.
Let's see what Daniel does with here. Demona is such a good challenger.
Yeah, at this point, I'm sure Daniel wishes that Lorcanaman's Scrooge was exerted, because in order to use Katrina at all, I mean, Scrooge can just take her out 1 for 1, and you'd really like to save all of that strength for potentially something more problematic that Lorcanaman might play. So I'm curious to see.
Got rid of that Aladdin.
Yeah. Got to keep knocking the threats out. No street rats around here.
But we'll see if Lorcanaman's a one step ahead here. I feel like he might be. I feel like Lorcanaman is he's kind of mastered Pack Rush. I feel like just watching these games from him. Both very good players. The deliberations now, as we get towards kind of like the point in the game where I feel like it's locked in. Someone's going to make the move. Someone's going to get the big card and try and close it out.
Well, and we're also
we always kind of stall around 5 ink.
Yeah, I was just going to say, we're at that point where do you need to get to a 6 ink, or do you have something worth playing that you'll just hold on to rather than inking that 5th or 6th? In this case, there is an uninkable that we see coming down.
Yeah, Duckworth, huge, 3-1 with Rush. Does quest for 2 this. If you don't want to use that Rush, you want to quest the next round for 2, you can. But
yeah,
go ahead and get rid of Demona.
Yep. Too much willpower.
And the return of Nibs.
Woohoo!
Along with Diablo, too. That's actually a huge play.
And Daniel says, you know what? I'm not going to give you the chance to choose which character of yours, Lorcanaman, is going to get rid of mine. I'm just going to challenge and take out your other character. No more of that.
Yeah, so now, again, board kind of shifts the other way.
A little pendulum shift from one side to the other.
Putting in Flash, who comes in exerted, does quest for 2, and a Daisy Duck Ghost Hunter behind him.
Yeah.
Look at this, all tied up in 5s. 5 inks, 5 lore.
Just put 5 more strength on the board with those 2 characters combined.
And a great Genie being played from... This is like back and forth right now.
Yeah, and just
Non-stop.
the huge numbers over on Daniel's side. A 4/7 who can quest for 2. Again, that's going to take a lot of characters for Lorcanaman to challenge to get rid of Genie.
Yeah, now he's up to 9. So actually, I think he has game on next turn right now.
Well, Lorcanaman is exerting all 5 ink. Hades. Look at that legendary, beautiful 3/4.
Who's he going to try and get rid of here? Genie, Diablo, or Nibs?
I think you have to try to get rid of either Genie or Nibs, anything that's questing for 2.
I would have to get rid of Nibs just so he can stop coming back, I would think.
Yeah. Yes, it solves that
Genie
problem.
Bigger body. Genie's going to be much tougher to get off the board, though, so I don't know. I guess maybe Genie? What do you do?
I think I would go for Genie because Nibs is at least exerted, and Lorcanaman has 4 characters to play around with and challenge. And Nibs is smaller. Yeah, it goes back to the hand, but that's 2 that's not going to be quested right away.
Yeah. And he does take the Genie.
It looks like it might have gotten accidentally put in the discard. That should be going on the bottom of their deck, right?
Yeah.
So just a little note for any of you watching at home about some new cards and where things should go. Not usually relevant, but there is a chance in a pack rush that you could get to the bottom of your library. So that could be relevant at some point.
Yeah, Scrooge cleared the board there, and now Creeper comes in. He quests for 4.
Jeepers Creepers. Huge. If the lore to win wasn't present before, we've just got another threat out there. Can creep over the finish line.
So yeah, now Lorcanaman quickly questing out to tie the game at 9.
What are you going to do? They've got only an exerted character, so you might as well get some more points of lore on your side of the board. And Daniel follows up with the Sapphire Mickey Mouse, a nice little 1/3. Gonna help get that total closer towards 15.
Yeah, it really is anyone's game right now, it looks like.
Yeah, it's about to be tied next turn, potentially.
So, well, Daniel takes someone out. You're going to quest. I guess you got to quest with Creeper here.
You got to get those points on the board. You know you're going to lose it, but as long as you keep playing characters, do we know how many cards Daniel has left in his hand?
I think he's top decking at this point.
Oh, that is tough because you don't know whether you're going to get a location, an action, or a character, which actually might give you the lore to win.
Yeah, this is a tough decision. I mean, Creeper is pretty powerful too, and also quests for 4. But yeah, he's gonna take out Flash to get rid of 2 lore off Lorcanaman's board.
It's like, okay, if you're going to challenge my character and get rid of it, again, I'm going to choose which character I'm taking out on your board and take that into my own hands. Something to note, if you're ever in a position to win, it's okay to take the defense to stall it out a little bit longer.
Oh, for sure. And another Tinkerbell coming in here. 3/1, quest for 1, 1 drop.
A fine amount of strength to go around, only quest for 1, but if Daniel plays something else, we've got more characters. We're okay with trading away on Lorcanaman's side.
Yeah, Lorcanaman has it on the next turn, unless something big here from Daniel.
Yeah, that Tinkerbell had the magic dust. Could be enough to seal the deal.
Get rid of anyone.
No.
Nope, that'll do it. Yeah, I think that is game from what we're seeing here. So Lorcanaman again.
No vengeance for Daniel.
Collected. No, nothing here. He'll quest out. He'll get to 15. Another great matchup between the two. A lot of back and forth in this one.
Congratulations, Lorcanaman.
Defending that title. Moving on to round 2. See if anything on Daniel's side here for pulls.
Nothing too wild out of these packs.
Okay, yeah, Lorcanaman moving on to round 2. We'll head right into the next one here.
Well, there you have it. Lorcanaman pulls it out yet again. The champion continues on. We have some great guest commentators for this next round. Let's hand it over to Color's Law and Kimberly Ann as we head into our second match of round 1.
This is what always gets me because I never look at all the. I never like to dive deep and memorize all the cards before I play them in Pack Rush. So
you just go in completely blind. Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah,
no.
it's more exciting.
I love this. We have Dadcana versus Rebekah. I'm so excited. And we do see the stunning little prince Matt over there on Rebekah's side. And then we have the Mufasa, which is, I mean, it's always a good one. I always like to look at their mats first. You know what I mean? Like, what are we bringing to the table?
Yeah, what are we judging? We're ready to go. Beautiful Mufasa, beautiful Mickey Mouse, brave little Taylor,
Brave
true
little
prince,
prince.
brave little prince.
Yeah, true
We're
brave
ready to
prince.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As we do
And if
know.
you
Oh. It's like we do know it's pack rush, so we do start out with 2 ink, right?
Yep.
Yes. Aha.
Yeah. And if you're new to Pack Rush, in the opening hand, instead of 7 cards, it is just 5 cards. 2 packs get shuffled together, and you open up with the 2 ink, like, token cards from those packs.
Yeah, so that's why we were able to ink a Webby and then play a Flotsam. Slippery as an eel. He's evasive and he's a 4/2. So usually 2 strength or 2 willpower is like not the best. But I mean, evasive is so good in these limited formats.
Yeah, what are you killing with this? You're gonna need 2 malicious, mean, and scaries to even be able to banish this guy. Could Dadcana have 2 malicious, mean, and scaries in these 2 packs?
No, we're
But no,
seeing
it's
a
gonna be
flash.
a flash 100-yard dash.
Record
And
special, yeah. This character he's exerted. He comes in exerted. Well, oh, because he's so slow. But when you have a request, you may give chosen detective character +2 this turn. Wow. Okay, I've never read that card before in my life. I love Pack Rush.
I love Pack Rush. It's so fun. I've loved this set so much purely because playing Sealed and playing Pack Rush like this, it has been so much fun.
Absolutely. I've noticed that too. Like I played in round 1 as well, so you'll see the game a little bit later. But I was so shocked at the amount of synergy that was in. Oh my gosh. Okay, so Rebekah has an epic sudden scare. I love this art so much. Oh, is that going?
And can we just go back to how she riffle shuffled these cards?
And
did. that is an epic card right there, and she riffle shuffled that. But if she's not gonna play it, it's going straight into that inkwell.
Is
we're gonna play the Mushu.
Flip it upside down into the inkwell? Like, I would proxy that out immediately. I'd be like, okay, pause. I'm just gonna grab something else. As we do see that the Jetsam is gonna go ahead and trade with Flash. Flash didn't do it. Oh, she just put it upside down. It's in the inkwell upside down. I'm fine. It's fine.
She could have left that up just because it's shiny and beautiful. We would have happily left that just sitting there chilling.
Just put it in a sleeve, you know. It's fine. It's Pack Rush. Oh
yeah, it's fine. But that Flotsam gonna challenge away that flash 100-yard dash. That's not a subtext. I don't actually know what a subtext is, but it's the Zootopia and a lover in me.
Absolutely, and I'm so excited. I haven't seen the second one, but I am so excited to go see that. But I have not had the time. As we see
me and you both.
Li Shang. Okay, he's a 2/4 with 2 lore. I mean, that's pretty good. Nice little vanilla. Again, these vanilla curves are so good in this set with just kind of like the increase of everything. So a 2 strength is not a ton, but I mean 4 strength or 4 willpower with 2 lore is kind of huge.
Yeah. And that was that moment where it was Rebekah regretting challenging with that Flotsam, because that Flotsam could have been used to take out that Li Shang.
Oh, as we do see a Chief Bogo come down. During your turn, this character can't be dealt damage. Ooh, do your other characters gain the detective classification, which would have worked really well with the flash that Dadcana had on his side. But now, nope, he's gone. Rebekah got rid of that one handily, as Mushu does seem to be just going for a quest. Man, these 2 lore characters with the beefy bodies are really doing work here in Pack Rush.
That they are, but that Li Shang having 4 willpower not gonna stay there for long. Dadcana not gonna want to quest with that. Li Shang, Chief Bogo having 4 strength, gonna be able to take that out next turn. But will we see the quest?
I don't. Well, at this point, it's like, oh, are we gonna? Oh, Vanessa, the Ursula Whisper of Vanessa is such a good card. It's got that boost mechanic on it that we all have grown very fondly of. We weren't sure at the beginning, but now we're like, man, this is powerful. And whenever there's a card under this character, she gets +1 lore and gains evasive. This card is great in core constructed, and it's great here in Pack Rush, because unless Rebekah can find another evasive character, I think this Vanessa is gonna stick around for a while.
Yeah, and that Flotsam earlier being evasive, no use to Rebekah now in the discard. I've seen a lot of this card being played in Emerald Amethyst decks. I am so excited to see more of these Whispers cards. Like, these boost mechanics, so powerful. Like, Dadcana, if he doesn't have a card he's going to play, he already has 5 ink. He's going to be able to just pay 1. It's not even boost 3 like some of the other cards. Boost 1, going to gain evasive and 1 additional lore. Like, again, big bodies, lots of lore.
Absolutely. And that's the crazy thing too, is it's a boost 1 and it is a static boost ability. It's not one that's a recurring one. So you just boost her once and and she is good to go as the Robot Queen enters play. Whenever there is a character, you may pay 1 and banish this item to deal 2 damage to chosen character, which is, I mean, it's like fire the cannons on a body. And I like the flavor because it's like her exploding, you know, like she, and then, ooh, another boost.
Oh, another Whisper. Another boost. Gaston. This Gaston, I love it. Amber, 2 costs, uninkable, 3/3, boost 2.
Yeah, and then we do see that the Robot Queen is just going to be used immediately to go ahead and put that damage onto the Whisper of Vanessa. So we have lore on Dadcana's side. We're still sitting at 0. Rebekah's in the lead with 4, so we're kind of seeing her board get a little bit wide, and you know, it didn't really take off that much tempo trying to play the Robot Queen in that instance, because now if Ursula Vanessa does try to challenge in for any reason, she's not going to really make it through that challenge. But we are going to go ahead and go for the boost because, hey, why not? It's good. Why not? It's great. Something to do.
5 ink to play with. You might as well, right?
Absolutely. And now this Gaston is very interesting. It's boost 2, but it says whenever this character quests, if there's a card under him, chosen opposing character can't challenge and must quest if able. So it's kind of nice. It's a little bit better than Reckless because it says you can't just sing a song to get out of this. You have to quest. You have to do. Yeah, you have to quest. And Hermes. Oh, tell us about Hermes.
Was that a Hermes 3/3 with rush, meaning he can't quest, has to challenge. No, can quest. It can challenge turn
he
he's
gets
played.
to come right out. He is fast.
That Hermes, it happened so fast.
It did.
It came down and was just gone.
He's like, that's what he says in the movie. He's like, gone, babe. And that is how fast that Hermes went, as we did see a rewrite history come in, return a character card from your discard to your hand. Unfortunately, the Hermes happened too quickly. I didn't get to see what got returned, but I'm assuming it was probably that evasive.
Girl,
I know, we're gonna find out. This is Pack Rush.
This is the rush of Pack Rush.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, we're gonna figure it out, and I'm sure we'll see that character again soon. But I do love anything that is going to interact with your discard, and I love the flavor because you have the make a mystery and then or rewrite history, and then like the rest of the day, DuckTales theme song is just stuck in your head. So woo, yeah. So it's good. We'll see it again, and I love that mechanic. Recursion out of the discard. It's like, okay, fine, you can banish it, but here it is. Oh, tell us about Gurgi.
Gurgi, does she have the munchins and crunchins? Gurgi, when you play this character, you can remove up to 2 damage from chosen characters. 2 cost, inkable, 2/3. I love a bit of Gurgi.
I love that too. And we see we're going to go ahead and heal the Mushu just a little bit with our Gurgi and challenge it and get rid of that Li Shang, which was a little bit of a problem with the 2 lore, but we are boosting Gaston. Now here's the problem too, is like we're going to boost Gaston and we're going to quest with him. The only thing we can target is that Ursula, and I'm pretty sure you were going to quest with that 3 lore character anyway. So that doesn't really help us in terms of that, but our board on Rebekah's side with our 5 lore, now 6 lore lead, you know, Dadcana is going to have to start playing things and removing stuff and kind of battle back the board in this instance so we don't fall behind.
No, but this Ursula now, if it most likely was targeted by this Gaston, not going to be able to challenge next turn, going to have to quest. But of course, you're going to want to quest for getting that 3 lore. But does he have something to deal with Rebekah's big wide board? Because meaning next turn, Rebekah's going to be able to quest for a whole lot. And in Pack Rush, it is first to 15 lore wins.
15, yeah, that has gotten me so many times. I think I was at a set champs, or not set champs, but I was at a pre-release, and we were sitting there playing, and he goes, okay, I win. And I went, what? And I looked up, he goes, I'm at 15. And I was like, oh my goodness, I had no idea. And I had like my next 2 turns planned. I was like, I'm going to turn the corner and and he's like, the game's over. And I was like, I should have paid attention. But yes, 15, not 20.
15. First to 15. Same way you draw 5 cards in your opening hand instead of 7. But what was this put into the inkwell? Was that Oh,
Hermes-
was that another Hermes?
It's the same Hermes because we got
Oh,
him
the
back
same
with Rewrite
Hermes?
History. I was about to say, we figured it out. It was the Hermes.
We
because
figured it out!
Yeah, Hermes
We
is
rewrote history!
Hermes came back in and for another challenge sweeped in and took out the rest of the Mushu and got that 2 lore off of the board. So again, that's really great for Rebekah. And unfortunately though, we can't go in challenging with anything on our board right as of yet because nothing on Rebekah's board is evasive. But ooh, Elonwe.
Teaming up with this pack seems like a Black Cauldron pack Rebekah had. Princess Alonwe along with Gurgi. It's a match made in heaven.
I know. We'll see the cauldron later,
We just
perhaps.
need the cauldron too.
Yeah, get it in there. But the Eilonwe has support, so she is able to buff up things when she quests and go ahead and make things have a little bit better of challenging power. But again, this is a little bit more lore. We have 4 lore on Rebekah's side with 4 characters. However, we have 3 lore on Dadcana's side with 1 character that Rebekah actually can't get after because there is no evasive on her board at the moment. So we're going to need something that gives alert perhaps so she can challenge as if it were evasive. And then that is another large evasive creature. My goodness.
Oh, what is Rebekah going to be able to do about this? She lost her evasive flotsam earlier. Will she have something coming in with alert?
Oh my goodness. And it says whenever this character quest, each opponent chooses and exerts one of their readied characters. So Githwaite, I can never say this word. Githwaite, he is a savage hunter though. Look at him. He looks savage.
Giant?
What?
Giant?
Gaiet?
Is it Giant? I couldn't tell you. Don't remember.
Okay, I was just saying,
well,
we have an NA person and an Irish person, and we're all trying to put those are too many consonants.
I'm gonna pretend it's Giant because that's how I would pronounce it. But
Githwaite is how I would do it, but that doesn't sound right either. But I like the way you say it.
I would go Giant.
Giant. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still
It will be Giant. I mean, okay, we're missing the action. Does Rebekah have an answer for these 2 evasive characters on the board?
I think we're gonna go wide because we do put the Cold Stone reanimated cyborg down. Wherever you play this character, if you have 2 or more gargoyles characters in your discard, gain 2 lore. You do not, but it's okay because it's a board. We're gonna race. We're gonna go wide. We're gonna try to outrace this dragon thing and our Whisper of Vanessa.
Yeah, Dadcana next turn going to be able to quest up to 14. Can't get to 15, isn't going to win yet. Rebekah going to be able to get up to 11 this turn. Can Dadcana deal with this board? Now, he's going to be able to challenge, but this Gaston going to be able to choose one of Dadcana's characters, going to have to quest, so we'll only be able to challenge with one of his characters on the board. So does he have another answer to deal with Rebekah's board?
I know he's going to need to because I was absolutely choosing that Cold Stone as having to Sleepy Hollow. Whenever this character quests here, you may banish this location to gain 2 lore. No, I think he just he wins the game. That's it. He wins the game with Sleepy Hollow. You have got to be kidding me. That's insane, folks. Your winner, Dadcana, with Sleepy Hollow off the top from the top rope.
Yeah, your Whispers in the Well. It is round 1 of your content creator pack rush, and Dadcana taking the win here in the Dadcana versus Rebekah matchup.
That was insane. I was not expecting that. That was absolutely incredible. I was like, how is he going to get that one? Lore, we don't have a ton of lore burst in here, but you know what? We've got it. Sleepy Hollow from the top rope. It's a 3 cost. Whenever this character quests here, you may banish this location to gain 2 lore, and it gives them evasive until the start of your next turn. You know what?
He already had evasive.
He already had it. He had double evasive, and it seems like that's so crazy. And that's why I like. He's like, look at it. He's like, look at this card. This card is bananas. And you're like, yeah, no, I think that card was absolutely bananas. Well. Oh, I love Olaf Helping Hand. That's another one.
Oh. Shouldn't even get to use it. It didn't matter. Sleepy Hollow for the win. It feels like there was no more like better fitting way than to like start round 1 of this.
Than
to finish out the game with Sleepy Hollow. Demona, why didn't we have Black Cauldron to finish off this Black Cauldron themed themed pack rush that Rebekah had.
I know we need. Oh well, she did have the Bronx in there, and so that's pretty good. Mushu's rocket thing, and the Nana. Yeah, I mean she had a Dragonfire. Okay, so
Dragonfire is
Rebekah's
nice.
pack was cracked in half. Like she had the Epic in it. She has the Demona. She has like, well, she got the foil flash, so good for
She
her.
got
But
a
at the
flash
same-
of her
yeah.
own.
Yeah, she got a flash of her own. Oh, I was about to say, Dadcana has Hercules over there, and I will say that card is bananas busted in Pack Rush. It is very hard to get after him.
Congratulations to Dadcana taking that one from Rebekah in absolutely insane fashion. Really great matchup to see. We're going to move right along to our third matchup of the day.
We do start our game 2. Now, this is a best of 1, so if you like that in Shanghai or Singapore, oh my goodness.
Stick around.
Yeah,
We've
just
got
do the
more.
best of 1 as we have Zbexx versus Patrick. So, again,
Let's find out who will be joining Dadcana in round 2 of the Disney Lorcana Content Creator Pack Rush Tournament for Whispers in the Wild.
I think we're still in round 1, but then we have, this is a new game. We're a brand new people. Yeah. Best of 1 is hard. I don't know. This is like
it's still round 1. Who will be going forward into, I believe all our winners will be going forward into round 2, and then eventually we will have a winner, finals.
Yeah, I think it's just a best of 1 single elimination knockdown drag out. It is, and again, we saw it like Rebekah was really head aboard, and now we're just a one Sleepy Hollow from just the bushes, and you're like, wait, what? I've lost this game. So again, I think this is really showcasing how well and balanced that the Pack Rush is for Whispers in the Well, and how fun they've tried to focus on making it. And I love that. I love that.
I love that. I felt that a lot about Fabled as well, that they've really designed them around Sealed and Pack Rush. But let's get straight into it. We're going into the rushing.
Oh.
We're rushing into it of the Pack Rush, and it's going to be Henwen. I love Henwen.
Oh, that is so good. And we do have a foil. Oh, we're going to ink the foil Junior Woodchuck's guidebook. Man, I love to draw cards. I'm so greedy. I would have kept that thing if it killed me.
I would have played it for later. I would have played that, put it in play, and then just, got rid of it when I wanted more card draw. Because I think that's one thing you always end up doing in Pack Rush. You always end up just top decking.
Yeah, but I do like that Hinwen's ability is that whenever this character quests, you look at the top card of your deck, and then you can basically filter through your deck. So maybe we were opting like, let's go ahead, play the Hinwen so we can filter through our deck, and then we have our Junior Woodchuck. Yes. When you play this character, chosen character with a card under this place, he's still a 4/3, so he's going to cleanly take out that Hinwen. So still a 4/3, still a big old body, but let's do it. Let's use Hinwen's ability to see what we get. I love these kind of top deck manipulations. Oh, they make me happy.
Just being able to filter through your deck, find the right cards you need. Maybe, are we keeping it? Are we keeping it? Yes. Oh, we're keeping it on top.
Ooh.
Okay. I'm excited. Maybe it's a good card.
It better be. Oh, this mini, though, is going into the inkwell.
Oh, I thought we were playing it. Okay.
She's into the inkwell. We're playing a 4-drop. We've moved way past that, the ability to do that.
Let's go. What is it? It's a 4-drop. We've exerted 4.
We have Launchpad McQuack. Whenever you play this character, you may banish chosen location. I mean, that wouldn't even have helped us last game with the Sleepy Hollow, because that sucker you can use instantly. But Launchpad is a big, beefy body with a 4/4. And I love the flavor of this, because Launchpad crashes like, he doesn't land, he crashes. So
Yes, he does.
His card entering play and destroying a location is the most flavor I've seen. Like, oh, it's so, shout out to game devs for that. I love that. Makes me happy.
If there's a library in the building, the library will be no more. He's crashing into that. Bye-bye.
Yep. It's so good. As we do see a Cauldron Born. Shout out to Kindle Hale for the most epic art ever on a common card. But gosh, the Cauldron Born is really, really good. As we see, this is Lena Saberwing coming on in.
Yeah, when you play this character, if you have a character or location in play with a card under them, gain 1 lore. Unfortunately, there's no Whisper characters or boost abilities in play for Patrick, but that doesn't matter. She is a 4-cost 3/3, but once again, 2 lore.
2 lore. And notably, it says with a card under them, so that would actually work with a Floodborn character as well. So she would trigger if you had a Floodborn, not just a boost Whisper on the board. So I do think the wording of that is quite interesting.
For sure. And even because if you play the likes of Webby and she can shift turn 2, a lot like loads of other ones, not even just your Whisper
Oh,
cards with boost abilities.
because her and Webby are best friends too. So
I
it kind of
know,
works.
it's
So it's
fitting.
like, so you could shift Webby and then like bring in Lena, and like it just makes everything just really. Again, I had not watched the
Flavor.
reboot. Yeah, I know. I was like, I love the flavor. I was like, I hadn't watched DuckTales, but the new reboot of DuckTales is incredible. As we do see the Launchpad trading for the Scrooge McDuck. I'm actually having a DuckTales like I am like, oh, Launchpad would never. He would never take out Scrooge, but he did in this
No,
instance.
Launchpad would never.
Would never.
He would never, on purpose. And we're gonna have Katrina Van Tassel, a 4-cost, inkable, 6/4, just vanilla, but like 6 strength, 4 willpower. She's
What
from The Adventures of Ichabod and Mr. Toad. What a
is
queen.
But why is she have 6 strength? What has she done? What?
She's all the boys are just after her. She has to be able to fight them off.
I understand. As we see the other half to might solve a mystery. We saw rewrite history in the last game, but this one is insane because you look at the top 4 cards of the deck, you may reveal up to 1 character and up to 1 item and put them into your hand. Put the rest on the bottom of your deck in any order, which it's Pack Rush. Do you expect him to hit an item and a character?
It's anything is possible, but also we were able to sing it because Lena sang a DuckTales song, which was pretty fitting, and like it just made my little heart happy. But we hit a character.
Mystery, and
Is
it is
that
David
Thanatos?
Yes, it is. That is a big boy. That is a 6 cost that does an insane amount of things, but I think he might go right down in the inkwell because he does cost 6. And I'm kidding. I don't know how to play this game. You know what? We're valuing you.
Nick is going into the inkwell. We're on 5 ink. Are we playing a big 5-drop beast of a boy?
No way we're not.
Poor
Everything
girl.
in this deck is... Oh, it's a gargoyle. That's a pretty... Broadway is a
beast of a
big...
boy.
It is. He's sturdy and strong. Ooh.
And not only is he a gargoyle, he's a bodyguard with 4 strength, 6 willpower. Now, that Katrina on the other side will be able to take that Broadway out.
My God.
Like
she hits so hard. Why does she? Oh, yeah, like you said, she's got to fight him off of her. You know, she's Katrina Van Tassel. She is the belle of the entire town at this point. And Katrina Van Tassel is going to challenge in and take out an entire gargoyle, who is actually known to be one of the larger, beefier gargoyles.
Yeah. But Broadway is a little sweetheart. He does love Broadway. That's why he named himself Broadway. But yeah, Broadway is no more. Katrina taking out that gargoyle.
Ilanwi is into the, I think, well, I'll never do that again. And we do see the Cauldronborn! I love it. There, we get to see the art. We get to see the art. It's so good.
We get to see the art. It's gonna stay in play. Yeah, Katrina. We're giving up Katrina into Broadway, the gargoyle. But now it doesn't matter. We have another 6 strength character. Can I just say the strengths and willpowers on these characters this set?
Oh, I know. The vanilla curve is
insane.
Hi, but yeah, we do know that he has the David Xanatos in there, so we'd have to ink, but we are going to play a 2-drop instead, and it better be better than Dave. I love this card so much. It's the Merlin. Oh, I love him. Oh, the art is just
Whisper.
Perfect.
Heather, tell us what it does.
It has boost too, and when this character is banished in a challenge, if he had a card under him, you draw 2, which... I mean, you could do so many things with this, and I would love to put him on a library, and everybody tells me I'm insane, but man, I would love to do that. I think that would be great, especially like him on a library and maybe like a Lumiere on board, and then you get like a little buffing and a little bit of strength to Merlin's noodle arms, and then you can draw 3 cards. Okay, yeah, but I love to draw cards.
Just get like many Lumieres in play, and then just like beef them up, you know?
Yeah, like I said, the fiery friend can get in there and make Merlin's noodle arms a little bit less noodly, as we do see that Zbexx seems to have gone for like big beefy bodies. You know what I mean? Well, no, she didn't even go for it. It's Pack Rush. Oh my gosh, I was still thinking it was like no, she didn't go for it. Yeah, her packs have decided that she gets the big beefy bodies.
Yeah, and here once again another beefy body, another vanilla, but beefy body indeed. 7 willpower, 4 strength, but once again 2 lore.
Gonna knock that Merlin's block off, but it'll actually go ahead and give Patrick 2 cards, so it's a really difficult situation. At least the genie quest for 2. This is an insane. Do you know what I would have done to have this card in set 1 in my Amber Sapphire deck? I would have reigned supreme. I was
we would have popped off.
Oh my goodness! I like imagine 2 lore with 4. I can't with that.
Here was me just playing with my little Maximuses. Little did I know, we were getting these big beefy bodies, but we saw him draw that David Xanatos off our Might Solve a Mystery earlier, and here he is, David Xanatos, coming into play.
He's back, and during your turn, whenever one of your characters is banished, you draw a card. Oh, we are seeing synergies. Oh, that's so good. So we can actually throw our Merlin into the Cauldronborn, and then draw 2 cards from Merlin, and then draw a card from David Xanatos. And it does say whenever this character requests chosen character gains rush this turn, but the Merlin was already there, and we're gonna take the play. We're gonna draw. I love drawing cards.
We're gonna see him pop off. Is he gonna draw not 1, not 2, 3 cards?
3 cards. Oh.
Which in Pack Rush, like, you're already top decking half the time. This is insane.
That is like, if Patrick loses from here, then he basically, oh yeah, like those, he didn't draw Lorcana cards, he drew post-it notes that are blank, because there is no way that you get that much card advantage in a limited format like that and not just be massively ahead, especially sitting at 6 ink. And now, whatever you can play next turn will have Rush because of David Xanatos. Yeah. Bananas card and synergy from Patrick. Zbexx, I would be upset.
You've got to bring in your beefy buddies now next. But does Zbexx have another beefy buddy to bring into this already beefy buddy board?
I don't know. Flood the board. Flood the board. Put a bunch of stuff on there. Stop. Be the beatdown so we can't just. Oh, and this is a really great card.
Judy Hobbs.
Yes. Okay, a little bit more card advantage. Okay, we're getting there.
We're getting there. Our 4-cost inkable Judy Hobbs 3/3. When you play this character, well, not only when you play her, when you quest her, you can look at I believe the top 3 cards of your deck, and if you reveal a detective character card, you can put it into your hand. I've loved a lot of this Judy Hobbs being played in Sapphire Emerald decks, and just all the detective synergy, because Basil's a detective, there's a Donald Duck detective. It's so good.
It is, it really is, and honestly, in this point too, it's really, even if we do whiff, I like, which the odds are low because the Pack Rush is designed to have a lot of detectives. That's like a main keyword in this set. But if it does whiff, you still got to look through your Pack Rush deck, which you didn't have any prior knowledge of, so it kind of helps in that. But we do find a Chief Bogo! We find him!
We had a detective!
We hit! We probably actually had multiple hits. That's why it took us so long to decide, because if you only had one, you're just going to rip the Chief Bogo and go. So that's probably how well it is there's so many that we had a choice, and we choose the Chief Bogo because he has 4 strength, and he doesn't take damage on your turn. So he's a challenging master.
He is. Indeed. And that Judy Hobbs now, next turn, if we can quest, we're going to do it again. We're going to be able to perhaps bring out that other detective that maybe we didn't put in our hand. But has Patrick got anything juicy in those 3 cards he drew, and then he drew another one for the start of his turn?
Oh my gosh, it's so many cards. You shouldn't have that many cards in your hand in Pack Rushes. We do see 5 ink exerted for a Penumbra. She is a big body, 7/6 with 2 lore. We are getting up there in strength. This is insane. As we do quest with the Xanatos to give the Penumbra rush, and we can actually just cleanly take out the Genie or the Cauldronborn. Dealer's choice. Wow.
But here we might just need to do that. It is only 5 lore to 2. Zbexx having these big buddies on the board. I think we're gonna have to possibly either take out this Genie here. Or even, you know, you could take out this Cauldronborn, like whatever tickles your fancy.
Yeah, I know. We will not be banished, returned back with the Genie, because if we do go into that, but we are gonna have 2 for, is this Stella's Moon Lullaby? Oh my gosh, choosing opposing against
Lullaby.
-2 strength until the start of your next turn. Draw a card. So then we can give the Genie -2. That makes it a 2/7, right? And then we draw a card. Xanatos gave Penumbra rush. We throw Penumbra into Genie. Genie's gone. Next turn, if Cauldronborn, I was about to say, the David Xanatos only triggers on your turn. So if you wanted to draw a card from Penumbra, you'd probably have to throw it in. But again, just keep her around. She's got 2 lore on her. This play is insane. Patrick has insane synergy in their Pack Rush deck. We love to see it. Zbexx probably does not love to see it.
No, Zbexx does not love to see it, but like she's had big strength, big willpower bodies in her. But we are gonna see that Penumbra going into the Cauldronborn.
Interesting. So we are going to go ahead, throw it into the Cauldronborn, which then triggers David Xanatos, and Patrick will be able to draw a card off that. Now, we did give the Genie the -2 lore for the turn. I wonder, did he draw off the card? I hope.
-2 strength?
So we gave Genie the -2 strength until the start of our next turn, but we did throw the Penumbra in to take out the Cauldron board. We should have drawn a card off of it, and I hope we did, and I'll just go ahead and live in the world that we did as we quest with Judy Hobbs. Yeah.
Yes. And now is Zbexx going to hit another detective character? Now is the time. It's the moment. Did they hit it?
In Pack Rush, if you run out of cards, do you just shuffle your discard back into it, or do you lose the game?
You don't lose the game.
Mm-hmm.
I believe you just shuffle your discard back into your deck.
Okay, so this is the longest game of Pack Rush I have ever seen. So I was like, wait, what happens? You know?
In my experience, it has never come to that. However, I was told that if it does happen, you shuffle your discard back in. Oh, did they whiff?
I think we whiffed.
I think we
did. Nope, we grabbed a Headless Horseman into the inkwell. I was like, there's no shot.
Yeah, I was like, that's not a detective.
I mean, in what world? I guess if you have that Chief Bogo on the board, he would be a detective, but not out of hand. As we do see a Cloudhauser, who is a detective, a 5/6 with Challenger 2 and 2 lore. Man, we're getting big. All these things are so big.
Once again, these big beefy bodies.
And it does look like we are going to head and just kind of flooding the board, playing as many as we can. We know that Patrick has drawn so many cards, but we are at 6 lore on Zbexx's side and 4 lore on Patrick's side. So we're just kind of waiting around to see if Patrick is going to deploy his entire hand. And I think that we are on top deck mode on Zbexx's side.
Yeah, it is 6 lore to 4. Zbexx to Patrick. Are we both in top deck mode? No, just Patrick should still have a load of cards in hand to play with.
Yes, it does look like we do, and I think we're just kind of going over little things here. We're going to go ahead and quest with our Genie, go up 2 more lore, and then we'll fall off at the start of Patrick's turn, and he is back and bigger than ever. Well, he's back to being as big as he was before, so... But it's still, that's nice. You know, the Delamoon Lullaby is gone, and he can wake up.
Mm-hmm. Right, I respect taking the 2 strength off the Genie, meaning wasn't going to be able to challenge into any of Patrick's characters fully, like, keeps them a bit safe. But now, Patrick still has cards in his hand. What is he going to play?
If he got
7 ink to play with.
I mean, that is so much ink in this situation. And we do see he's only at 4 lore, so he spent a lot of time setting up, playing with the synergies, like drawing cards, getting to that late game, which means eventually when he can clean up Zbexx's board, he'll be able to turn the corner and go ahead and start questing, because even then, we do have 5 questing powers sitting on Zbexx's board. So we're just kind of gonna need to clean that up, and we're gonna bring in a Bagheera, which does...
Bagheera.
Oh, he's big. Okay, Bagheera is a 4/4.
Yeah, it helps the situation.
Absolutely.
David Xanatos gonna be able to quest. Like, we can see Patrick here quest up to 8. Gonna be able to race Zbexx, but then next turn Zbexx gonna be able to quest for 5.
Well, I think if we rush in, because if we quest with David Xanatos, we can then give Bagheera or whatever other character we're about to play is, here we go. It is a Mrs. Beakley. She's a 2/6 with Bodyguard, so that's incredible. So we can quest with the David Xanatos, give rush to Bagheera. We can throw Bagheera into Judy Hopps, take away some of that card advantage off of Zbexx's side, and then also quest with Adela as well, getting up to 8. And then we have our Bodyguard, which is a 2/6 on the crackback, and it's still going to protect our David Xanatos, which is going to be a problem from here on out, I do believe.
Yeah, and this Mrs. Beakley having 6 willpower, not going to be able to be easily gotten rid of. Going to take Zbexx at least a character to swing into there. We got a 6 strength character left. But is this Bagheera?
Oh.
Yeah, I believe David Xanatos is going to quest. Going to be able to give the Bagheera.
Oh, we're going to opt to draw a card here. So what we did is we threw the Bagheera into the Genie, which then cleared the Genie and put 4 damage on... No, it cleared the Bagheera... Banished the Bagheera so we could draw a card from the David Xanatos, and then now we're deciding whether we want to go in and finish off the Genie with our Violet Sailorwing. And I think we are. I think we're gonna go and get rid of that to draw a card. David Xanatos is real good, but
yeah, Arlena not gonna quest, gonna challenge in there. So we're not gonna get up to 8 lore, but we've dealt with that Genie, which I think. Valid. So valid. I respect it.
And we dealt with the genie and we drew 2 cards, which is going to be great. So if we can keep Zbexx off of being able to filter through their deck really handily. I know that didn't really get rid of the Judy Hopps, which is generating that card advantage, but unfortunately we are going to be able, I mean, I think the Clawhauser has Challenger too, so we'll go ahead, we have options, so we'll go ahead quest with that Judy Hopps, look at the top 3, put hopefully a really good detective into our hand. Let's not whiff, Judy. Come on, be on our side.
Come on, Judy. Have we got a detective? We whiffed last time, but can Zbexx hit it this time?
Have to see, because then
Drum
again,
roll.
I know, I was about to say, all of those cards drawn on Patrick's side, and at 7 ink, at this point, if we can control the board a teeny bit, throw that maybe, I don't know, throw anything, that's right, the rush from David Xanatos, throw anything into that Judy Hopps, get rid of that card advantage, and then start turning sideways. If we can just flood the board with all of the cards in our hands, I think Patrick can turn the corner here as Zbexx is slowly but steadily creeping towards the win.
Oh, I believe we did whiff. Did we whiff?
Yeah, it does. I do think that that's what ended up happening. So we are going to go ahead and take out the Mrs. Beakley with the Clawhauser and the Challenger too, which is pretty good.
It's pretty good that David Xanatos is going to be going to stay there on the board unless Zbexx has a rush character with at least 5 strength that's going to be able to take out our David Xanatos on Patrick's board. But still, 6 ink to play with. Have they got something else up their sleeve?
I know. I wonder. I mean, we definitely drew a card for turn, so we're sitting there with a card in turn, and I would turn inside out if it. Oh my gosh, what if it costs 7? Oh, that's pain incarnate. Okay, so we go ahead, clean up Patrick's board a little bit, leaving the David Xanatos, but unfortunately, we do know that they have a lot of, well, not unfortunately for Patrick, unfortunately for Zbexx, so we know that they have a lot of cards at their disposal, and we might be seeing those pretty soon. It's coming.
7 ink this time to play with.
Yeah. That's a lot.
Yeah.
What's the highest costed character in Whispers of the Well? I mean, like 9.
I mean, 8?
No.
Is it Headless Horseman, or did we have a 9 cast character?
I was thinking
Headless Horseman
that was
8.
a fabled reprint. Oh, as we have a card that my eyeballs. Oh, Magicka Dispel.
Magicka Dispel.
When you play this character, you may shuffle a chosen card into their player's discard, and Patrick did exactly what we thought we were going to do. We were just going to flood the board and overwhelm with card advantage from this like slow game that we've played of building up this resources. My goodness. And what are we shuffling in? What are you grabbing? Ooh.
What are we taking back from this? What?
Oh, the Penumbra. Penumbra went real hard with the David Xanatos, and I'm not sure we do have. So Clawhauser will be able to clear the David Xanatos because of the Challenger too. So we go ahead and quest this turn. We probably want to take out the Clawhauser to try to make sure that we're not losing Xanatos from our next turn, and we do. We'll go ahead. Why not? Take the 2 lore.
Yeah. We'll go. Who are we gonna give someone rush? We might as well. Is it the Magicka? Magicka's gonna get rush.
Magicka coming down, going in, finally taking out the Judy Hopps, which is a huge problem so far. So we will probably end up losing our David Xanatos on this turn, but that means that is at the expense of Zbexx's entire board, unless they were able to draw a couple things to flood and get going this turn.
Yeah, but it's not yet game on the board for Patrick. There's only going to be able to gain 5 lore next turn, meaning it's not going to get up to the 15. But still, like 2 cards in hand, could be able to draw up that Penumbra again and play a Penumbra, rush it into another character next turn if this David Xanatos sticks the board. But this Clawhauser having Challenger can definitely be used to take out this David Xanatos.
Yeah, you gotta get that Xanatos off the board. That Clawhauser took out a Beakley cleanly, and now we have Xanatos just coming in and creating problem upon problem because I can't let you continue to draw cards. Don't you do it, as we do. Take the trade, challenge into David Xanatos, and get him into the discard where he belongs. No more of that. No more shenanigans.
No, I think Patrick's even like, I definitely got the value out of David Xanatos here. It's okay. You can trade your Clawhauser I won't bother getting rid of that. I'll get rid of Judy Hobbs so that your Clawhauser can trade with my card, and then you can only play one card. What is this? It's a David Xanatos of their own!
Of their own. A Steel Clan Leader. Whenever you play this character, you may choose and discard a card to deal 2 damage to chosen character. Do we have the card to discard? We do not, but we do have a malicious mean and scary, and it is going...
Curdle Dairy! And
So
violence flies. My hands are not the cleanest. Sorry. Yeah, it's gonna deal 1 damage to each opposing character.
So that will cleanly take out the Magicka Dispel, getting rid of that, and now leaving a 3-2 behind. I mean, that's a pretty good one. Unfortunately, we didn't have the card to discard, so that does show us that Zbexx is in top deck mode. The malicious, mean, and scary, also a great draw for turn. So, I mean, now we have to see what Patrick drew. What is that card advantage? And that is a ingenious... Wow.
Ingenious device?
Yep.
Yep.
That's really good. So basically you pay 2, banish this item, draw a card, then choose and discard a card. And we know that Patrick has extra cards in hand. During your turn, when this item is banished, deal 3 damage to chosen character or location. So we're going to go ahead and do that. Pop the ingenious device, draw a card, discard a card that we don't need, and then go ahead and put the 3 damage on that David Xanatos over on that side. And I don't think that David Xanatos can withstand 3 damage.
I don't believe so.
Yep.
Oh, yep.
Yeah.
No, it can't. No, it can't. I can't remember its willpower, but it's definitely 2 or 3.
I think he is a 3-2 as we see our Hudson. Whenever you play this character, you may draw a card and then choose and discard a card. The card advantage and Patrick's decks are not fair. These cards, oh my goodness. He does have Stone by Day. When you have 3 cards in your hand, this character can't ready. But at this point, he's got 1 card in hand, and I do think we opted to not draw and discard, so I'm wondering what that card is in Patrick's hand. What are you valuing?
What are you keeping? What are you not discarding? Patrick, I'm invested. Let's go.
It's the Penumbra. It is the Penumbra from earlier. No, that was shuffled back in. That was shuffled back in.
Yeah, but he might have drawn it at the start of his turn.
Oh my goodness, that is a sudden scare. Put chosen opposing character into their player's inkwell face down, and then that person puts the top deck of their inkwell. Oh my gosh. So what we're doing is we're getting rid of a character here, and then we're also letting them ramp. But at this point, our card advantage is running a little low. So all of that ink isn't really helping Patrick.
Yeah, and
but that is a slow
Zbexx
turn.
gonna choose that Hudson to go into the inkwell, and Patrick gonna be having to put an additional card from his deck into his inkwell face down as well, meaning he should be on 7, 8, 9 ink.
It was the Penumbra. So she's back, and the Katrina Van Tassel is also somehow, we have a second one going, and we are going to be at the end of our deck. Oh my gosh, I have never seen somebody deck out in Pack Rush. This has been one of the longest games I have seen, as unfortunately we are top deck mode and Ka comes into play.
It's a Ka.
It's a little Ka, though.
3-cost inkable 3/2 with Ward, but it's not looking good. I think it's Patrick's game. He has milled himself.
Is that how the rules go?
Is that how it goes? Is he gone?
I mean, I assume...
Wait, are they both?
No, Zbexx flipped over the rest of their deck, and... Oh, okay. Well,
okay.
So I guess that is the end of that. I think that Zbexx won because of the mill.
That is true. If you go ahead and mill your deck in Pack Rush, you can just take your discard and shuffle it to use as your deck for the rest of the way forward. So technically, it should not have been a victory at that point. But based on how the players enter the game, we are going to move forward with that result of Zbexx taking the win. So congratulations to Zbexx, moving on to the second round. And without further ado, we're going to get into our last matchup of the day, as Katie from the Lorekeeper's Inn takes on Monica from LorcanaDuo. Continuing round 1 with Katie from the Lorekeeper's Inn and Monica from LorcanaDuo. Should be a good matchup here. Monica had some great recent success in the Disney Lorcana Challenge in Milwaukee, you might have seen. See how she fares here in the Pack Rush tournament.
Yeah, a little bit different than bringing your constructed deck. Both of our players have shuffled up their packs. We're checking out our opening hands, altered our cards, and we're starting off with Monica inking up to 3. And does she have a play to follow it up? Yes, she does. Coming in with Flotsam. Nice 4-2 evasive.
Is that going to be... It could be the new Camilo Madrigal.
that we had from Fable. Remember to see that first play almost every time we always saw Camillo. Now we're seeing Flotsam right away.
Yeah, anything that has 4 strength or evasive is something I want to play early, and it's got both.
See how Katie counters that.
Hopefully
Yeah,
she
good
has
start.
at least a
Anything evasive in
character.
Pack Rush.
Yeah. We at least have a little bit more options now to defend against it. And we do see another evasive character, Brooklyn, coming down on Katie's side, along with the location Zootopia.
It's a nice 2-card play to kick off that first turn.
And the first location that we're seeing in our Whispers
Yeah.
in the Well Pack Rush Challenge. I think getting extra card draw could be really good in this format as long as you're not going through your deck too quickly. We don't want to see the bottom of that library.
Gonna go ahead and ink Island Wing. I think that's how you say it. It's the one I always can never remember how to say. Do you remember how to say that one from Black Cauldron?
No, I need to do a rewatch of that movie again. I feel like even though it was just October, I need another refresher.
Yeah, she'll play Henwen's Vision here for 1. Looking at the top 4 cards of your deck, put 1 on the top of your deck and the rest on the bottom in any order.
Which is great in a format where you don't know what's in your deck. Let's get rid of some of the cards that are not going to be useful right away, but we'll still have them in case the game goes long.
So 1 has gone to the top, the other 3 are gone to the bottom.
Very useful.
Absolutely, yeah, especially in Pack Rush. Well, honestly, in anything. But there's Basil. 3-drop, 3/2, quest for 2.
Yeah,
Has some good synergy with detective characters too.
which we do have quite a few of in this set. And so now Monica has to decide if she's going to go ahead and go for that first lore, go after the Zootopia location. And it's going to be the location. Take it down, okay with losing a lore to get rid of all of that other potential filtering, just like Monica did.
We'll see how Katie follows it up now. 2 really strong characters on the board for Monica.
And both just commons where we really get to see them shine in this Pack Rush format.
And if Monica ends up having a detective in her hand, pretty good, as Basil would gain some resist too.
And definitely every point matters here when we're going character for character in the nitty-gritty of just what was opened in the pack. So I think we'll see that later in this match. I predict the resist.
We'll see.
Flintheart Glom Gold coming in. A 3 quester. Like you can get 3 lore with this one. It's pretty big.
Yeah, that's pretty big. So quest of Brooklyn to get on the board for 1. And kind of good that got rid of that Zootopia there too. Because there is some Flintheart synergy with locations.
Yeah, we don't know if Monica has any actions in her deck, but just in case, let's make sure we're still able to target them besides just challenges. And Monica's going to throw down the 5th ink into her inkwell.
Judy Hops going to the Inkwell. Going all 5. So I got a big character. Oh, Dragonfire.
Oh, get rid of Flintheart, I would say. Yeah. Banished.
We cannot. Dragonfire coming back here.
Yeah, like 3 lore per turn. That's such a huge advantage in this format. Really, any format. 3 lore.
And she'll quest for her own 3 lore here to get on the board, take a 3-1 lead, up to 5 ink.
And now it's Katie's turn. Let's see if she drew something that can match the board state. We've got an Elsa.
I get some card draw there too at Elsa coming in. Always helps, especially in Pack Rush.
And we also see that she did that before inking anything. She is following it up with a 1-drop play, but it makes me wonder how many cards in her hand are uninkable. Got Big Nose, another 1/3. So we've got some little characters. Hopefully she'll find some more characters with some more strength.
Yeah, so both have 3 lore on the board currently. But Monica does have that evasive flotsam too.
Yeah, and Katie does go for the trade, challenging here. Evasive for evasive. Brooklyn will take out Flotsam. I think that was necessary.
Yeah, I think she had to do it at this point. Basil can quest for 2. We should get rid of that evasive character. Another big character coming here.
Oh, yeah. Broadway with Bodyguard.
Oh, that's a huge one. 4/6, quest for 2.
Yeah, if you're Katie at this point, would you be looking to challenge Broadway, or do you think you're just going to quest out with your characters?
That's tough because even between the two of them, they can't take out Broadway. I guess you quest. I feel like Monica's in such a good position right now. 4 lore on the board, already up 5-1. Broadway is going to be very hard to get rid of right now. She needs her own Dragonfire. Still sitting at 4 ink too. Putting in Bellwether here. 4 cost 3/3. Quest for 2 also.
That's good. That's something Katie needed, because if she can at least get ahead and win out before these big characters become too problematic to take care of, I think that's the route I'd be looking to go. Speed.
Yeah. Yeah, at this point, you feel like you have to. Just not much else on the board you can do.
So we'll see Katie go up to 3 lore, chugging right along there, getting her points as she goes and passing over to Monica.
Wow, just big body after big body coming in. And another 2 quester. 4 cost Mushu coming in for Monica here.
And another
very hard to come back.
Something else with Whispers in the Well Pack Rush. Gargoyles are a lot better than in Constructed. You're starting with less cards in your hand, and so we see Monica already being able to ready it at the start of her turn and choose whether to use it again for questing or challenging, and still having that bodyguard effect then when passing back over to Katie. That's pretty big in this special format.
Yeah, it's huge. And the position Monica's in right now, I don't think she can be beat just because she has game on the board currently. And I don't think Katie has anything, unless she just drew it, that can get rid of Broadway. Yeah, the Gargoyles are absolutely fantastic in this format.
Yeah, with their usual downside of you having more cards in your hand and then it being daytime represented by more cards in your hand and then only being able to lurk at night. Well, it's basically nighttime constantly for Pack Rush. And will this promising lead help Katie take a promising lead?
We'll find out. I don't think so.
No, it's very punny, but giving a character +1 lore and support probably is not going to be enough to do it with Monica's board state currently.
Yeah, Katie questing out to get to 8 here. which I think is going to give Monica the game.
Yeah, she'll pass it back. Monica will get to ready pretty much everything. Doesn't really matter what she draws. She showed us anyway.
No. Yeah, it's for flair now.
And there we
So we'll go ahead
go.
and quest that here, concede the game, and we're going to go ahead and see if we've got any other pulls here. Oh, there you go. There's a Robin Hood epic coming out for Katie.
All right, I always love it. If you don't win, you still open something fire.
She did have a dragon fire in there too.
Yeah.
That
So
would
there
have been helpful.
could have been more opportunity for more interaction in this game, but congratulations to Monica moving on to the next round.
Well, there you have it. That's going to wrap up part 1 of round 1. The second part will launch next Saturday here on the Hobbyist Novice YouTube channel. Make sure you make a comment below, like the video, get yourself entered to win some great gear from Heavy Play, as well as some Whispers in the Well packs from SydeQuest Games. Thanks so much for watching today. Hope you guys are enjoying this tournament. I'll talk to you all soon.